Hello and welcome to another edition of Walter Butler's Sales Motivation. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about chaos theory and how it applies to the hugely popular zombie apocalypse series, The Walking Dead. Think about it. It's a world gone mad. Zombie apocalypse. There's Rick, our hero, but when he starts out, episode 1, season 1, it's chaos. He's in a hospital bed all by himself. His wife and his child, Lori and Carl, they're off fending for themselves as well, you know, and that rat fink Shane, right? We all know what happens to him. But Shane, he helps them survive. But at that point, it's complete chaos. When we talk about chaos theory, the very first thing about chaos theory is that it's not about the chaos per se. It is about the systems that self-organize from the chaos. The interesting thing is not the chaos, it's the emerging order. Now, Rick's group, they're trying to organize. We see this over and over again. First, at the prison, they tried to organize. Overrun by the governor. Next, at Terminus, the cannibals. And finally, at Alexandria, we see where they run into difficulty. But they're trying to organize, and every time they run up against a different group. We like to call these self-organizing groups within the chaos, we call them recursive self-organizing groups. Essentially, each one of them does the same thing a little bit differently, but they're all trying to self-organize. They're all trying to bring order out of the chaos. Well, which one's going to survive? Which of these groups? We've got, the cannibals at Terminus, they're dead. We've got Governor's group, he's dead. Rick's group is still alive, but now they're with their survivors, and Negan and his group, they're still alive as well. Who is going to be the first group to create order out of this chaos? Who's going to be the first group to do this, the first and the strongest? Well, right now, Rick has failed again. Him and his group, they're at the mercy of Negan and their survivors. At this point, Negan had that big kill in season 6 in the final episode. Who's it going to be? Who do you think Negan killed? My money is on Maggie. She's kind of the glue that binds the group together, and Negan needs to beat down the group, and he knows it. He needs Rick. He's not going to kill Rick because he needs Rick. He's seen what Rick has done. And Negan also realizes that any group that exists on the threat of violence is very short-lived. He needs Rick's leadership ability. So my money is on Maggie. Maggie getting the baseball bat to the back of the head. That's where my money is, because she's the one that binds the group together. Get rid of her, it falls apart. And she's also the weakest at this point in her state. So, how does this apply to you? How does it help you make more sales? Well, let's think about it. Let's think about it. Let's think about self-ordered groups. Let's think about ordered systems. Companies, corporations, they are ordered systems. But within them are these groups, sometimes formal and sometimes informal. They're basically recursive self-organizing groups, all fighting for control. And as a salesman, you might have the best sales pitch out there, and you might have the smoothest personality of anyone else out there. But if you pick the wrong group inside of a company that you're selling to, even the best of salesmen, if you're on the losing side, you're going to lose sales. So that's how it applies. We see these groups in The Walking Dead all vying for control. And it's entertaining. It's a zombie apocalypse. Who doesn't love that? But in the real world, in companies and corporations, those same groups, maybe not as violent, sometimes maybe, but usually not as violent, exist as well. And you need to pick a winner. Well, let's stay tuned to The Walking Dead and let's see who the winner is. And so until the next time, keep your feet on the ground and keep your eyes pointed towards the stars. Thank you.